Hey guys, what's up? It's Andre coming back at you here. I just want to do a really quick video review for Final Fantasy Dissidia NT just because this game is my light's going out over here. It's flickering. This game is getting a lot of bad reviews and I've been waiting for IGN um to fix it. Oh, I guess my light finally blew out. I've been waiting for IGN to finally come out with their review. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. I think the bulb's going. I was finally waiting for IGN to get their review out. For this game, and they finally did. It took them a really long time. Um, and I was just really disappointed in this game. At first it was just like a straight up bashing on this game, like everybody was tearing it apart. Now there's more people that are climbing on board, realizing how awesome this game is. Let me just state for the record that obviously people that are giving this game really, really low reviews had no idea what they were getting into with this game at all. Because it's not supposed to be a sequel to, Duodecim. It's not supposed to be a sequel to the first one. It's supposed to be it's an arcade game. It's been an arcade game, a very, very, very successful arcade game in Japan for the past 3 years. It's been huge. Like, it's big down there. And we were lucky enough, honestly, to get it ported stateside. Quite frankly, we were lucky as hell to get this game ported. And that's pretty much what it is. It is a ported arcade game with a lot of added features and everything like that. It was never meant to replace the Dissidia games on the PSP. The thing that a lot of people are failing to realize is the two games that were on the PSP were built from the ground up. Meaning, if you know anything about that, meaning that they were specifically designed for the PSP. They were designed to be what they are. And that's why some people might argue that there's more story involved in those. They have the 1v1 and everything like that, and that's pretty much why they were built from the ground up. NT is a port from an arcade game that is in Japan. A very successful, like I said, a very successful game. And quite frankly, we were lucky enough to get it. The other thing I'm noticing is a lot of people are saying that Square Enix sucks. Oh my God, Square, you let us down, blah, blah, blah. They weren't the producers or the developers of this game. I believe it was either, Team Kawaii or Tecmo Kawaii or whatever it is, however you pronounce it. They were the ones that developed the game. Square Enix did not. So once again, like, a lot of people need to do their research before diving into this game. And I just wanted to jump on here because I'm really seeing a lot of hate towards this game, and it is not necessary. It is not needed because this game is absolutely phenomenal. It does have a story mode. You can do either online matches or offline matches, and you basically are doing 3v3, and you get Memoria shards, which you use to unlock different cutscenes and cinematics for the story, and that's how the story is told. There's something, I think, like 53 or 54 of them total that you go through, and you see the story play out. There are battles in this. It's not all cutscenes. I believe there was like 5 or 6 battles that you do. I can't remember. In order where you need to actually beat that in order to advance. The story is a little bit confusing. That's another thing that I'm seeing. A lot of people are saying it's a little bit confusing. Once you unlock everything, it doesn't. The way it's kind of split up. If anybody played 13-2. It's kind of like that, where you have the story and, you're doing this, but, it's not kind of making sense until you kind of like unlock this part, and then you go back and then you see this and you're like, oh, okay, that's why, this is like this. Damn my light. But so at first it's kind of confusing up until you unlock like more shards and everything like that, and you unlock more aspects of the story. Then it makes more sense. It starts to make more sense. The story is honestly not nearly as bad as all these people are saying. They're saying it's terrible, it's stupid, it's dumb. No, it's not. I'm assuming these are people that, played for like a handful of seconds and, were just like, this is god awful. The story is actually pretty damn cool. I liked it. I'm having a blast with it. The other thing is everybody wanted the 1v1 back and everything like that. I can honestly tell you with a lot of the characters that they have in this game and the way they set these characters up, it was made to be a 3v3 game. Because some of the characters would not last on their own in a 1v1. Some of them are strictly support characters. Some of them are, like magic support characters where they're meant to back up the other characters. So I mean, I can tell you right now that a 1v1 game would not have worked for this. The way that they set this up with 3v3 is absolutely phenomenal. It's awesome. The AI is they're not as dumb as all of these people are making it out to seem. There's different levels that you have for the AI, and it actually says that when you're doing the battles. It's as simple as bronze all the way up to I think it's mithril or I think it's mithril. And that determines like how smart they're gonna be, how hard they're gonna be. So I mean, a lot of the battles they're not, it's not just, because, the computer is controlling two of them. It can get pretty damn challenging, depending on the different level that each of those characters and everything is set upon. So it definitely, like I said, obviously these people that are complaining about it have not played it long enough. Aside from, getting the Memoria shards, you also get gil that you can buy different weapons for your character. You can buy different outfits for your character. You can buy different songs throughout Final Fantasy 1 to 15 that you can have playing in the background. You get different player icons that you can unlock. That's very cool. So, I mean, you can outfit your character with different things. I mean, you don't get like any type of stat boost or anything, but that's still pretty cool that you can unlock, different outfits for your characters and all of that, especially with the battle music. You have all the battle music from all these Final Fantasies, not just battle music, I'm sorry, just music in general from all these Final Fantasies that you can have playing in the battles as you're doing it. I mean, there's two characters for each Final Fantasy, all the from 1 all the way up to 15. So I mean that's pretty cool, and I know they said that there was going to be a roster of something like 50. So we pretty much got about like half of that. So there's going to be other characters that are going to be in DLC. We got one stage from each Final Fantasy 1 to 15 again. So we got 15 there. I'm pretty sure they said that they wanted to have something like 30 or 40 stages in that. So again, there's going to be a lot of DLC with that. You also, as you level up and your character gets levels, you also learn other HP attacks, which I'm going to touch on that a little bit briefly, because there's already been like a whole bunch of things, done about this, so I'm not going to go too much into length. Basically, the HP attacks is what you use to eliminate your foe that is basically weak enough to execute that on. There's pretty much just two types of attacks. That and then the bravery attacks. Every time you attack an opponent, you steal some of their bravery. They obviously lose bravery and you gain bravery. And you keep landing these bravery attacks on them until you're able to do the HP attack on them, which basically eliminates them. Like I said, there's multiple HP attacks that you can learn. I mean, you can only have one equipped at one time, but honestly, it's not really that big of a deal. The battle system, the way the battle is, I really don't know what a lot of people are talking about. It's fast, it's fluid, it's concise. I haven't had any issues with it. I mean, it took me a little bit of time to get used to, but once I played it for a little while and I got used to it, I didn't have any problems with it at all. The maps are, some of them are small, some of them are big. It actually tells you when you're going to do the map, it actually tells you how big the map is. It's out of 5. And then you have the versatility of the map, meaning like what types of objects can you hit your opponents into. Is there going to be like a lot of jumping involved, hopping around and everything like that. So that's versatility. And like I said, both of those are ranked out of 5. So, for some of the people saying some of the stages are just way too big, honestly, once you play the game and you see how the combat is, there really is no such thing as the maps being too big. Honestly, it's perfect to me. I haven't had any issues with it. I mean, just overall, this game is definitely not nearly as bad as everybody is saying. Online is also amazing. It is quite possibly one of the most competitive online fighting games that is out right now. I even say it knocks out Dragon Ball Z Fighters in terms of competitiveness, just because of the whole fact that you have 3v3. So I mean, if you can get like a whole bunch of people playing on this, you have 3 people playing on the opposing team, you have 3 people on your team, meaning you're heavily relying on these people. So it's not just like a one versus one. Like a lot of these fighting games are. So I mean, if that's also your bag, if you also enjoy online and everything, I definitely recommend picking it up just for that alone. It is absolutely phenomenal. Extremely competitive, just absolutely insanely competitive. It's just some of these people are ruthless on this game, just like I said, because you're relying on 2 other people, to carry you in your team. So if you're good and you have 2 other people that are, mediocre and everything, it gets insane. Some of these people get absolutely ruthless. I mean, like I said, it's definitely not a perfect game. There are some flaws and everything like that. But like I said, it definitely is not nearly as bad as everybody's making it out to seem. Graphics are phenomenal. They're crisp. The backgrounds are it's eye candy. It's eye candy. It's absolutely the animations of the characters, whether it moves. It's absolutely phenomenal. Overall, I give this game a solid 9. I'm having a blast with it, and I know a bunch of my friends that play it that are absolutely loving it too. And I mean, like I said, above all, you can't go into this expecting that it's supposed to be replacing the Dissidia games on the PSP, because it is not. It is an arcade game, and it is meant to be a fighting game, and it is an absolute blast. I mean, so like I said, if you guys give this a chance, I think you'll actually like it. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, guys. Give me a like. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you want to know anything, if you have any questions about it, if you played the game, tell me what you think. If you're having a blast with it, if you hate it, like I said, hit me up. Like I said, subscribe. But like I said, it's an awesome game, guys. All right. I hope the video helped at least somewhat. Whether you buy it or don't buy it. But all right, guys, I will be back at you with some more reviews soon, more rants, more raves. You know how I do. But all right, guys, have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Later.